You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, I don't think even Travis Kelce is putting a minute dent into the Bud Light boycott, the Dylan Mulvaney boycott. Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch has successfully pissed off everybody. They have pissed off conservatives. They have pissed off the LGBTQ elemental P tambourine playing community. They have pissed off Dylan Mulvaney. Wow. Okay, you pissed off the biological man that pretends to be a girl that you sent a special can to. You have literally alienated everybody. You've lost about $30 billion. And nothing you try is working. Nothing you try is working. In fact, the former CEO come out and said, you know, you look even worse now because you got roasted by Dylan Mulvaney. He was just like, you should have come out and denounced the whole thing. Just been like, we are no longer associated with Dylan Mulvaney, blah, 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 and went on from there. Well, you didn't do that. So you keep trying all these things. Now, enter in Kansas City Chiefs, all-pro tight end, absolutely one of the best pass-catching tight ends of all time, a guy that will end up in the Hall of Fame as a tight end. There's no doubt about that. Coming fresh off of the match where he paired up with Patrick Mahomes the other night versus Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. The one thing that we took note of was him wearing his doily shorts or his crocheted shorts or whatever in the hell he would. It looked like he took grandma's doily and slipped his legs into them and took the took to the golf course. Yeah, whatever. I like the guy. I do. So he's sort of like, man's man, got the podcast with his brother, blah, blah, blah. Enter in Bud Light. Yeah, in the same way that Bud Light tried to get involved and did get involved with the WWE the other night, and wrestling fans destroyed the WWE for letting Bud Light sponsor Money in the Bank. I have to admit, I feel like Bud Light was in on that sponsorship a long time ago. And as that thing got closer, can you possibly imagine Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon all being like, holy shit, we're about to piss off about 65 or 70% of our entire fan base because we got the Tambourine Playing Beer as our sponsor. Wow. Let's get to this. By the way, Travis Kelce is in the new Bud Light ad. Oh my goodness, it's supposed to make you manly. It's just a bunch of dudes grunting. Don't worry. Bud Light execs, when you bend over, you're probably grunting these days. So we're going to watch the ad. It's on YouTube, and this thing is getting historically ratioed straight to hell. It's beautiful. It is. I mean, when I looked, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of dislikes and not a lot of likes at all. So let's get to this. The Embattled Brew rolled out its latest ad over the weekend, this time throwing Kelce in the middle of a backyard barbecue. Oh, look at us. Nothing could be more American and more manly than a backyard barbecue with a bunch of older dudes with bad backs. Brokeback Mountain, anybody? You know, that in itself doesn't sound, yikes. Oh, if this was still Pride Month, we'd have to worry about that line. Well, what do you think? I know the new Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch content has been coming in hot over the past few weeks, but I don't dare say I didn't warn you. So, let's just go over and let's just watch the ad. Guys, look at this. 60 likes. 60. 2,200 dislikes. And we will look at some of these comments. I'm shocked that as pussified as Bud Light's been as of late, that they have not turned the comments on this off. Because as you can expect, they're basically getting spit roasted out there by everybody on the planet right now. So let's see Travis Kelce doing his yeah. Okay, so look, I know what they were going for, but let's be real. That now that it's Bud Light, it feels like this ad with all these grown-ass men grunting, this thing is ripe with homosexuality. I mean, let's just keep it real. Wow. God. Oh, Anheuser-Busch has sunk to a new low. Man, Bud Light is going for the death blow at this point. This is what they think of their client base. Stupid grunting cavemen. Just fire the CEO already because it's dead, Jim. Kelce got paid a lot of money knowing damn well Bud Light is doomed. By the way, we'll just look. You know what's funny? As we're watching this again, Travis Kelce did something kind of smart here. He never held that Bud Light can in his hand. Not one time. Not one time. He's still taking, at this point, blood money, but he did not hold that can. Bud Light must think we are stupid and forgetful. I will never forget your values, Bud Light. Yeah, that's right. You pissed in the face of your loyal customers. My local brewed beer that doesn't get into political BS tastes delicious. Nobody wants woke light. Yeah. Yes, Bud Light, we already know you love your, quote, backyard grunts. Yikes. This is how Bud Light executives sound after their quarterly earnings report. Oh, I think he's possibly insinuating they may be taking it up the keister. Travis didn't even hold a beer can. Good for him. Get that money. Bud Light is the proverbial broken mirror. It's unfixable. How funny. Travis said he's underpaid, but he does a Bud Light commercial. Get that bag. Bud Light is done for life, no matter who or how many Clydesdales they bring in. Yikes. Oh, here we go. I was hoping somebody would bring up Dylan Mulvaney. This is the sound Dylan Mulvaney makes in his precious private moments. In his bath time with his Bud Light. All these little grunts. Surely he isn't that hard up for money. Okay, Travis and Garth. Oh, crap. And anyone else who jumps on that train, do so at your own risk. I couldn't care less. But sometimes it's a good idea to read the room, as they say. Yeah, what was your agent doing exactly? I mean, really. Hey, you know who wants you in an ad, Travis? Bud Light. Go bleep yourself. Yeah, that would have been my response. Go bleep yourself to death. Bleep yourself till you're blue in the face. As blue as that Bud Light can. Your beer is forever tainted. Once you start going to another restaurant, it's easy to not go back to the old place. The same with cheap beer. The clientele has moved on. Bud Light blows. It always has. He's not going to lose any true fans over somebody else's issues. You sure about that? Bud Light said, we're not going to lose any fans over this. We're not going to lose any business over this. $30 billion later. Oops. Not even Travis Kelce can make me drink that crap again. Wow. This commercial confirms my belief that George Kittle is the best tight end. Oh, I knew it all along. Backyard grunting Kelce. I mean, it's just pay closer attention to your consumers, way less to your ESG scores. Problem solved. Well, the problem's not solved for them at all. I mean, at this point, let's be real. They could bust out the frogs and the lizards all roasting marshmallows around a fire after having rode in on Clydesdales, all draped in American flags. None of that shit's going to work. Because your beer customer base, guess what? That broad that they fired and walked out a couple of weeks ago along with that other exec, you know what they didn't think about? Oh, frat boys, guess what? Not nearly as dumb as you think. See how that shit works? Not falling for it. And people have talked about conservatives in this. By the way, Donald Trump Jr. very early on tried to end this boycott, and you know what happened? Everybody told Donald Trump Jr. to go F himself because this was the one boycott, along with Target, nobody was backing off of. Oops. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Travis Kelce, yikes, shows up in a Bud Light ad. The ad is ratioed straight to his L. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.